Hello! So, on the last episode, you had the opportunity to see the first play test of the game as it is right now, and I had many lessons, many notes to take, and I've also conducted more play testing to check what is working well, what needs to be redefined, what rules need to be clearer, what cards need to be reshaped or completely removed or added. So, let's go through all of this in this episode. So I've been conducting a few more playtests by myself, and on the first playtest I actually got a bit worried that the green player deck might have been too strong, as the green player was winning all the playtests that I've done so far. But on the second playtest, that proven to be wrong, or just a casual coincidence, because the pink player actually managed to make a beautiful comeback from having only 5 points health points on their capital against 20 of the green, and on the last rounds of the game the pink player completely destroyed the green by having a lot of resource production from the capital and managing to play the god cards and the lion cards, very strong cards. Very late fashion game, which also proved that you can build up a game strategy thinking on the end of the game rather than just destroying at the beginning of the game. It doesn't mean much how it starts. You can still take a lot of pain and save it for the end. I also would like now to review the cards that we have that are non-standard, so not the basic warriors with HP and attack only. So these are the cards that have some special effects or something like upgrades or instant cards. So we start with the artifacts. We have the shield and the sword, one to give attack, the other one to give defense, as is obvious. I think the shield will end up having HP because this card has to be broken. It cannot simply give 4 defense in each turn. It's too OP if it will be like this. The sword is fine, maybe just the cost is too much to spend 2 resources to have the sword for this price of 4 bonus attack, so this has to be reviewed as well. This is the poison card that allows you to OD one enemy warrior, which is a very good card actually, very useful if the other player has a very powerful card. You can simply OD the opponent and he cannot attack until is revived by a special card. This one, it's to revive a warrior when it's wasted, which it's kind of useful, yes, not as powerful as the other one that removes the OD token from the warrior, like this one, this fork. Actually, there's a problem with these two cards, that this one is much less powerful than this, and this one has a cost of 1 resource to be played, while this has 0, so this doesn't make any sense. Maybe this should have 1 and this should have 0. That's something to consider on the future. This is the cards that add resource generation on the capitals per turn. This is very important to win the game. I mean, no player that ended up the game with the 3 resource generation from the capital that starts as default ever won. So you need to really upgrade the source of the addiction substances for our little guys and creatures to be more powerful. So yeah, focus on resources. This is very theme related and this is something to keep. Maybe I should consider how many of these are allowed per deck, because they are really powerful even though you sacrifice 1 turn without attacking, and you should place them in a very strategic moment to not be taking an attack on the next turn without having any defense. This is the umbrella, probably more like a dome around the capital. This is to protect the capital from any hit. It doesn't matter the number of points, if it's 1, if it's 17, it doesn't matter. This prevents the capital to take any damage for 1 time. It's 1 time only. It doesn't matter if the capital is taking 1, this is destroyed. If it is taking 17. This is a very nice card, very useful. If you play it well, it will help you a lot to protect your capital. Now here we have a warrior that has a special effect that it says that you can sacrifice this warrior to eliminate an enemy warrior. This is very powerful and probably should cost more than just 3 resources, because this can destroy a god that has 17 HP. So yeah, it should be more expensive. This card is great. this is a great card. This arch allows you to attack an enemy, kill it, and then the remaining attacking points that you're inflicting to your opponent go directly to the capital and not to the other defenders. So this is a very powerful card. I really want to maintain this and make it one of the most powerful cards of the game. Then we have here to restore some HP and removing the token saying wasted when a warrior is wasted. It's not a very interesting card, to be honest. I don't know, it should be something else. I mean, the second part, to remove the wasted, might be useful, but to give back to HP, it really doesn't make any difference. So this card needs to be rethought about. This is a river that generates extra resources, like the previous one that I showed, but this also adds 2 defense to the capital. It's a good card because it generates resources, and that's very important for the game. The extra defense, it's not very interesting. I probably should rethink the second part of this upgrade because it's quite an expensive card for resources to be placed. And at last but not least, actually probably at least but not last, I'm fucking up everything, oh my god. Anyway, the panda that allows to sacrifice this card in exchange for wasting one of the opponent's warriors. It's a very underwhelming effect, really. You don't want to waste this guy that has 7 defense and 5 points of attack for this. It really doesn't make any sense. This has to be rethought. But these are the cards that have special effects, that are supporters or upgrades that we have so far. Most of them are working as they should. Some of them are surprisingly better than I really thought before starting the playtest. Others, on the other hand, are really underwhelming and need to be revised. But yeah, we'll keep improving them from this point on based on these playtests that are very important at this phase of building up this TCG. See you on the next episode.